Ugandans, countrymen and countrywomen, I greet you, and again I congratulate everybody for having finished the old year and for entering the new year. With great sorrow, we remember those who could not finish the old year or who have died in the early part of the new year. In spite of the corona pandemic, we have been conducting campaigns. Unfortunately, some of our contestants did not follow the COVID regulations. They were defying the regulation of not congregating, and they were gathering sizable numbers of people, which of course would facilitate infection. I campaigned in the whole country by using indirect methods, holding leaders' meetings of not more than 200 people, or if there are more than 200, separated in the same venue, then using the radios. Even when I would come across large gatherings which would gather spontaneously, I would not come out to wave to them. Instead, I would sit inside the car and drive slowly, wave to them from inside the car, and continue. Nevertheless, the campaigns have now come to an end. The voting is the day after tomorrow. I call upon all registered voters to come out and vote. There have been practices of intimidation where especially the opposition people have been threatening people not to come out and vote. In some areas, they have even attacked peaceful citizens. I held a meeting with the security forces. They are ready to defend you. Therefore, don't fear anything. Come out and vote. Nobody will intimidate you. Nobody will attack you. If anybody tries to do that, we shall get him or her. So therefore, don't fear anything. Go out and vote. You saw how the rioters were defeated in Kampala here. There's no threat we cannot defeat. Don't miss the chance to vote. You go out and vote. We shall defend you. We have got all sorts of means. Simple means and complex means. There's no part of Uganda where we cannot reach, if not on foot, but by air, using all sorts of modern technology. I urge all citizens to keep peace. Keeping peace is a duty. It's not a favor. sometimes some youth, especially in Kampala area, they come and tell me how they are planning this, how their leaders were telling them to plan bad things. You should tell everybody that keeping peace is a duty, it's not a favor. If you try to disturb peace, you have yourself to blame. The security forces, following the law, are ready to deal with any troublemaker. Therefore, do not be tempted to break the law. There's also the phenomenon of cheating. Some of the groups have made it a habit of trying to cheat when it comes to elections. I want to tell you, Ugandans, that cheating in elections is treasonable. It is treason. Why? When the people vote for me or against me, it is a disciplinary measure by the voters vis-à-vis the leaders. If the leader convinces people, talks well, or convinces them by actions, they vote for him or her voluntarily. If, on the other hand, the people are not happy with what you are saying or what you are doing, they vote against you. Now, when you use violence to intimidate so that you are elected, you are committing treason. Why? Because if you win, you will not have won with the support of the majority. Now, if you win like that, and you are in parliament or in government for 5 years, you won by intimidation or by the use of force, most likely you are going to do very little for the area where you are elected. You are not going to develop these people. Why? Because you know that the next time I can again use intimidation, use violence, and be elected. Therefore, I don't have to, as they say in the Bantu dialects, okweguya, the voters, to handle the voters with care. Because you know that if you don't handle them with care, by solving their problems, they will vote against you next time. Now, when you get the voters, when you get the leaders, not okweguya abantu, not to act carefully in case the voters don't turn against you, then the constitution is overthrown. The same with cheating. If you plan to cheat, to alter results, to do multiple voting, so that you win even when the majority did not vote for you, it means that the ballot of the wananchi is no longer of any value. You can win still by either violence and intimidation or by cheating. That means that in 5 years you are in parliament, you don't have to go back to the people to help them solve their problems, because you know that you will win either by cheating or by violence. That means that the whole fundamental arrangement of democracy is rendered null and void. Therefore, I am warning everybody, please do not try to cheat. I'm glad the Electoral Commission has finally brought a system which is foolproof. This is the one where you can only vote if you show your fingerprint. God gave each one of us a unique stamp, a fingerprint. My fingerprint is not the same as my mother's, is not the same as my father's, although I came from them. Mine is unique, and theirs is unique. Therefore, I appeal to the Electoral Commission to do not allow any voting where the thumbprint is not used. I know there are some election officials who have been colluding with the criminals where they want to interfere with the machines so that they claim that the machines are not working and therefore they should vote using ID cards. Some of the ID cards have been faked. They are not genuine, and some of they want to introduce new names on the ballot in the ballot in new ballot papers. If anything like that happens, my appeal to the Electoral Commission is that then voting on that polling station should not take place. They should suspend it until the issue of the machine is solved, so that everybody votes through the machine. That would eliminate multiple voting. It will eliminate ghost voting. It will eliminate voting in areas where you are not supposed to be. We shall have a really free and fair election. And anybody who is trying to cheat, we shall go for him. Please don't try. We shall get you. We have discussed with the security forces. We fought for the right to vote. That's why we fought so many wars. Nobody should interfere with it. I appeal to you, please do not waste our time by trying to cheat. Let the people of Uganda elect the way they feel, so that leaders concentrate on convincing people, and when they have a chance to be elected, to serving them, so that the people are happy to vote for you again. One of the reasons we are appealing to you to vote peacefully and truthfully is that, as I was saying during the campaigns, is that your country is doing very well. The other day I showed you this paper, which was on the TV, which was published recently by Bloomberg, which showed that Uganda is number 5 in the whole world in terms of the speed of the growing of the economy. And it would, those figures are there now, if you can make them bigger, so that we can see them. That is Uganda at number 5. Yes, we can see them now. This is Uganda at number 5. And this was because of the corona. Otherwise, without the corona, would have performed even better. Therefore, your country is moving, and we have used all these programs to change the lives of the people. I was trying to see how many beneficiaries have benefited from Operation Wealth Creation. and I have the figure here, is 869,397,000. That's almost 1 million people who got support from Operation Wealth Creation since 2013. If the people of Uganda elect us, elect the NRM again, which I hope they will, we are going to put more money in these wealth funds. This is what I was saying in the campaigns, that we are going to okugabula more for, number one, defense and security, number two, the roads and the railways, number three, the electricity, number four, the health, number five, education, number six, good salaries for our scientists so that they help us to fight corona, to fight the locusts, fight the floods as they helped us the other day. Our scientists should get good money because they are the ones who do most of the work which involves science. So that we have got a strong economy supported by a strong technological team. I was very happy when I was at Isimba Bridge to see that the Ugandans were part of those building that bridge. Isimba Bridge, which is linking Kayunga with Busoga recently, with Mbulamuti. In the coming government, if you elect us, we are going to make sure that we put more money for number 7 are the wealth funds. The wealth funds, to put more money in the Emyoga fund, in Operation Wealth Creation, in the youth fund, in the women fund, so that instead of talking about 1 million people who have benefited after 7 years, we should be talking of maybe 7 or 10 million beneficiaries. And when one person benefits, remember there are 5 people around him. So if you say 1 million people have benefited, it means there's another 5 million who have also benefited. So the total is 8 million people. It is 6 million people. Now, finally, we sometimes get problems with some of our foreign partners. They don't understand the history of Uganda. They don't know that Uganda is strong because of our massive organization. The NRM, organized in the RCs, in the local councils, and our strong army, and a strong economy. Because the economy is strong because we handled it well. We realize the importance of the private sector. We do not make the mistake, like some of the other African countries have made, of not understanding the importance of the private sector. Now, because of that, we have got a very strong economy which will be stronger if we eliminate some of the smaller points like the corruption and so on. We therefore don't need lectures from anybody about anything, because there's nothing we don't know. Now, the other day, one of the international groups in the other social media channel where people spend a lot of time sending messages to one another. Even me, some month ago when I had time, I used to interact with you on that social media. Now, the other day, some of the groups, I think it is called Facebook or something like that, decided to block the NRM message senders, targeting them. Why would anybody do that? So when I heard about that, I told our people to warn those people, say, please, that social channel you are talking about, if it is going to operate in Uganda, it should be used equitably by everybody who has to use it. If you want to take sides against the NRM, then that group will not operate in Uganda. Uganda is ours, it's not anybody's. Those Facebook and those groups did not respond, I hear, and I'm sure the government has closed the social media, those channels of Facebook and I don't know which one. This is unfortunate, but it is unavoidable. There's no way anybody can come and play around with our country to decide who is good, who is bad. This one will stop, this one, you cannot accept that. Therefore, I'm very sorry about the inconvenience to those who have been using this channel. Even myself, when I had time, I was interacting with the young people through it. But we cannot tolerate this arrogance of anybody coming to decide for us who is good and who is bad. That one we cannot accept. Ugandans, be confident. We have everything. Our economy is strong. The army is strong and experienced. The population are well organized. Go out and vote. Nobody will intimidate you. If anybody tries to do that, we shall deal with him or her. And do not cheat. So to have got a clean and stable country where the vote matters, where the vote is respected and the wielders of the vote are respected and therefore served by those they elect. I thank you and I wish you good luck. Happy elections and peaceful elections. Thank you very much.
Afrika Mashariki, tuwezeshe kuishi kwa amani, tutimize na malengo yetu. Jumuiya yetu sote tuilinde, tuajibike, tuimarike, umoja wetu ni nguzo yetu, idumu jumuiya yetu. Uzalendo pia mshikamano viwe msingi wa umoja wetu, na tulinde uhuru na amani.